Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of t-shirt design tutorial. So today I am going to make a fishing t-shirt design, as you can see, and I will add this file to my Facebook group and you can download it from there and practice this tutorial. But my request will be, do not just upload this to anywhere, because this is just to teach you guys, not for selling anywhere. So first step is, this is some elements I will be using in my this design, and the reason I'm using this is this is a fishing t-shirt, so I will use a fish here, I will use a fishing boat here, and this wings here I'm just using for decoration, nothing related to fishing. So this doesn't have to be very specific to your niche, but you can just use something for decoration, and that is the reason I'm going to use wings. Now, my text will be this one. The only thing I love more than fishing is being a grandpa. So this is how it is going to be. This is the layout of my design I am going to keep, because I want to keep this fishing. I'm going to give focus to my this text fishing, and then I will focus on my this grandpa text. So these two will be very big, and then the rest will be just following the design. So first step is, I have an idea in mind, and which is I am going to create a circle here. This is how I am going to make my circle. Then I will center the fish here, something like this. Then maybe I will use this fishing boat here just to place, and then something like this wings here, and then I will put some text on top and bottom. So that's the idea. So first step is, I am going to place my these wings here, something like this, maybe just a little bit. Then I will bring another copy. I am pressing alt for that. I am pressing Ctrl R. So Ctrl R is my shortcut for reflect. You will need to just right click and go to reflect. So this is how it is going to be, and then maybe I will just bring it a little bit downwards like this. That is good. So maybe I will move it like that. Something like this. That is fine. Then I'm going to make it a group. So this two is now a group, and then if I select this three with this ellipse, I can simply align it in the center position. So this is my center for this graphic. I am going to select this one, Ctrl C to copy. Then I'm going to select this wings group, then go to transparency and then double click on this icon here. It will look like this, everything vanishes. Just click on this clip and it will show up. So now press Ctrl F. So this is very important. Press Ctrl F. Ctrl F will paste it exactly in the place where it was. And this is in stroke mode, as you can see. If I press Shift X will make it fill, and whatever is in black fill inside the transparency, that hides the part underneath that. That means the wings part, this one here, the wings is not deleted. We are just hiding that using transparency. If I double click here, you can see the wings is still there. Anyway, so this is the first step of my this design. This is how it is going to be, the center position. Then I'm going to use my this one here, this fishing boat here. I'm going to erase those part. I don't need them. Okay, so I'm going to cut it so that I can keep it. If I need, I can use it later. So as you can see, there are some whites in the design, and I don't want that. I want everything in one single color. As you can see here, everything is in black here. So for this boat, first step is, I am going to click on this trim, and once it is trimmed out, double click to isolate this group, then press Y. Y is for magic wand tool. You can select it from here too. Then click on this white. So it is going to select everything that is in white and then delete. So this is how it is going to be. This is my boat here. I am going to select it and make it black. So make sure that you are making it black. If this is in black, then every time you will use it, it will stay black. So that is the basic rule. So this is how it is going to be. Maybe I will just place it smaller like this. So that is good. Let's select it and center it. So this is the way I want that boat to be, and then this is my fish. I'm going to bring it here. As you can see, there are some whites in there too. So let's select it and then trim. Double click. I'm going to remove this white. So basically I can keep this white and that will help me change the colors, but let's do it in one way. So I'm going to remove the white, then I'm going to select everything, then I'm going to make it black. So this is the way I work. You can follow this. Now this is the position I want my fish to be, but I want it really small, not that much bigger. I want it overlapping just a little bit with the top circle here, but not too much. So maybe this much is fine. Then I'm going to make it bigger in this direction. So that is good. Now here I want to select this one, copy. Then I'm going to select this group here, this ellipse here. Double click to open transparency, then press Ctrl F here. This is how it is looking. Nothing is happening because there are some gaps in there, but if I make it merge, unite, that will make it one single graphic, and as you can see, that part is being clear. That means that ellipse is being invisible from here. So that is fine. Now I'm going to select this one here, this port, Ctrl C to copy, selecting this fish here, open transparency, press Ctrl F here, and then again I will use merge, unite to hide it. Now this is just overlapping with each other, as you can see here. If I want to make some difference here, I can simply select this one, then I can open a offset path. Okay, so let's do it one more time. I'm going to remove this, and then I'm going to simply select my fish. Then I'm going to create an offset path for my fish. You can just go to object path, offset path. I have a shortcut, I'm using that. So this is the offset path window. Make a offset path just a little bit, not too much. 5 pixel will work for us. Let's click OK and then cut it. Now select this one, then inside the transparency where we pasted this fish, just remove this and then press Ctrl F here. So Ctrl F will look like this, just merge, unite, and that will look like this, and it will make a cut area from here, as you can see where it is overlapping. So that is what I wanted. Now for this area I'm going to select this one. I'm going to create the same offset path, cut it, select the fish, inside the transparency press that Ctrl F, and then here again merge, unite. So merge, unite will make it look like this, and as you can see where it was overlapping, it is now making a cut area. So that is how I wanted it. That's fine. So now from here I am going to, so as we are using this cut area, I will select this wings here, and then inside the wings, the shape we pasted, I will select that, and then I will make a offset path here too, but this time I will need to make it a little bigger just to adjust the position. That is fine. So as you can see, this is how it is making a cut area there, or maybe I don't think this is not necessary here. So let's just click here. Okay, so this position looks good. This is how I wanted this to be. And now for this area I am going to just create a fishing environment here, and for doing that I am going to just, okay, let's select everything, make it a group. I am going to create a ellipse here just like this. I am going to use it as a brush, so go to brush, create new, art brush. Okay, so this is how my brush is going to look right now. And now here I'll just, okay, so in this area I will, first of all I will add a straight line like this, which is going to be the horizon line, and then I will add some smaller lines like this. This is going to be the wave or something like that. So I'm just pressing shift, and that is making my lines straight like this, as you can see. So this will take some time to fill all the areas, but the end result will be good, I think. Okay, so here is one important thing we need to do, and which is, so this is now overlapping with one another, so I am going to select everything from here, then I will press shift and click on this option here. That will deselect this group, and only my strokes will be selected, as you can see here. So from here I am going to make it a group. So all the strokes are in group. I'm going to expand it, go to object and expand appearance, that is fine. And then I'm going to select this group, and here I will select this boat and this fish. I will create a 5 pixel offset path for them, just like this. You can make it round from here, that will smooth the corners. Click OK, then cut. So this is how it is looking. Now I am going to select my this shape, this group, and then open transparency and press Ctrl F here. So this is how it is looking. Don't worry, just merge unite. So merge unite will make it one single shape, and everything that was going through this boat and fish, that is now invisible. So you can see this is how it is looking, and that is really cool. So I am going to use this as the ocean or the sea or the fishing area or the river, whatever the fishing is going on, that is the area. Then I will use some trees to cover up that area. So I'm going to just randomly take my pencil tool and then just going to draw some random areas like this. I'm using my mouse, of course, so this is not a very big example, sorry, a very good example here. Okay, so something like this will work for me. So as you can see, whenever we are placing anything inside a group, and if we applied anything to that group, like in this group we applied this transparency, so that is already being applied to my this fishing lines too. So you can see this is how the fishing environment or the environment I wanted to create is now looking like this. This is not very perfect, but it will work. So first step is I am going to select everything again, then I am going to expand everything, go to object and expand. So this is all in same style. Now sometime it happens that you can see I'm expanding them, but the expanding is not working. Like this is, there is fill color is not coming into black, there is a stroke showing, so there may be some blank stroke, and for removing that I am going to create a stroke and then make that blank. That means no fill color, no stroke color. Then take magic wand and click here. It is going to, if it is selecting anything, that is fine. If it is not, then there is no black stroke or blank stroke there, but select everything, then you can see this is how it is looking. That problem is fixed. So now I can change it to any color I want, but for now I am going to make it black. Now group it. So this is the graphic part I wanted to create. Now it comes to the text part. So I am going to take my this text here. This is the text I will be using. I am going to use this script. This is called divide text frame. This is not built in Illustrator. You will need to install it in your PC. So you can just search for divide text frame on Google. You will find different websites to download it, or you can watch my videos. I have videos on how to install it. So if I click on this, it is going to break my lines into each line separately, so something like this. Now I am going to use a bold looking font, so maybe I will use something like Enamela is a good font, is a bold font. So this fishing and this grandpa, this is two I am going to use here. Maybe I will use poster gothic here. So they are basically same font, same similar style, so let's use this one. So this is my fonts here. Now first step is this fishing is important text here, so I'm going to keep my fishing text something like this. Then I am going to keep my grandpa text something like this. So this is the way I wanted this to be, and this is just to supporting text. So first step is I am going to select my this text. Once my font is selected, I am going to break it so that I can simply align it with my this graphic here. Now I'm going to select this one, go to effect, wrap, and then I'm going to use arc lower here. So arc lower will work for me, and then this is how it is looking. You can see this will show like this, but I don't want it in this way, so I'll just go to negative direction, something like this. This much is good to go. Then click OK. I'm going to drag it down to make it longer. Okay, so sometime it happens that I am not satisfied with the curve here. I want some more curve. So for editing this effect here, I need to go to properties panel. You can see here, and in the properties panel, you will find that here Windows and then properties. So in properties panel, I will find this option here, wrap arc lower, and if I click on that, I can now modify that effect here. So you can see this is how it is going to look, and I am pretty much satisfied with this position. So this is how it is going to be, maybe in this position. That is fine. Let's break it. So if I expand it now, that will remove the effect, the arc lower effect. So this is, there is no effect available here, and that's why this option is empty here. Anyway, so this is how it is going to look. Now I am going to place my supportive text here. The only thing I love more than fishing, I am making this text really smaller here because I wanted to make it in 2 line. I can simply make it 2 line here. The only thing I love more than fishing, but I just wanted to make it a shorter design. So that's why I'm keeping this as online. Then fishing is the main focus text. Then of course I will use this one, is being a grandpa. So there is a area here, there is a curve here. I can simply fix my text there. So I am going to create an ellipse here, just like this. Don't worry, press shift X to make it a stroke. Now I need to cut it. Now I need to select this ellipse here. So keep clicking until you can select this one here. You can see now it is being selected. Now press Ctrl F. So Ctrl F will place my this ellipse here. Let me make it a bit bigger. So I want to select this one and then press shift to select this one. Then again click on this one, that will become the key object, and once it is the key object, if I align anything, that will align with this key object only. So this is the ellipse I wanted. Now I am going to select this one. I am going to, okay, so I am going to click here and then I will type that is being a, so this is how I am going to make it. I'm going to change the direction here and then I will center it. Then I will go to type on a path options, then baseline center, click OK. So this is how it is looking. Now I will select this one and then drag it to this opposite direction, just like this. Maybe I will make it a little smaller so that it can fit inside the gap area there. And that position looks good. Let's cut it. And now double click to isolate. Then here press Ctrl F. That will make it look like this. Okay, so maybe I will just make it a little smaller and then I will make the text a little bigger, because that part of the wing is not important. This text is important. So once I am satisfied, I am going to break this text and then I will use same offset path, 5 pixel or maybe 10 pixel for this one. Cut. Now I am going to select this group and keep selecting until you can select the wings, and once you will select the wing, you will see that the transparency is opened and we place something there. So click here and then press Ctrl F. That will place the offset part of the text here, and that is going to create that cart area. So this is how it is going to look, is being a grandpa. Then this grandpa text, I am going to break it and then I am going to make it exactly same wide as the fishing text. I am aligning it with the fishing. So this is how it is looking right now. I need to, there is a curve following the circle here, so there is another curve of the text. So on this grandpa text I am going to apply a curve which is going to be the arc lower. So if I place arc lower here, it is going to look like this, but if I change this to arc upper, that will go in the opposite direction, and this much is a bit bigger, 30%. So let's make it 20%. Click OK, then bring it up a little bit so that it follows the curve, just like this. So that much is good for me. I am happy with that. So this is how it is going to look right now. I am going to select this one and then I am going to expand appearance, so it is going to look like this. That is good. So only thing, Okay, so maybe I am not sure. Sorry guys. So I'm going to just place it here. Then I will use this one. Make the fishing text the key object. Then I'm going to make it a little bigger. Then select everything. Okay, before selecting that, I'm going to select this one, this group, and I'm going to make it a group. So this will stay together. Then I'm going to select everything and then align them in the center position. So this is how it is going to look right now. And there is something I always check, and which is if I take a ruler here, you can see. So this is going to be the overall wide of my design. It doesn't matter whatever I place inside that. This is going to be the wide. So I can simply select my text from here. Then I can simply make it a little bigger. I don't want it to be too much bigger. I don't want it to just exactly match with the ruler here, but I can simply make it bigger, big enough to fill some of these areas, and that is fine. So you can see this is going to be the main wide of my design, and this is how my design is going to look. So let's try to just place it like this and see how it is going to look. Okay, so that much is fine, but I'll just make it a little bit smaller, not too much. And the reason I am making it like this, I will explain in a bit. So this is how it is looking right now. I am going to select this one, maybe bring that a little bit down. So that is good. I am selecting this three and I can align the position. I can distribute the position among them, and that is good. So in this area, I am going to select this one, and this wings part, I wanted to keep it on top of my fishing text. So I'm going to select this now. Okay, so that is too many elements together. Let's just do it one by one. So I'm going to just select my this wings group, and once my wings is selected, I'm going to create the offset path. So maybe 5 pixel this time. Click OK and then cut. Now once it is in your clipboard, select this fishing text, open transparency, press Ctrl F here, and then here click on this merge unite. That will make it look like this. So this is how it is looking, don't worry. So we have some extra element here. If I want to use it, I can simply use it there, but I don't think that is really important. So we have some fishing hooks here. Maybe this I can use. So I'm not going to keep these details in it because that is not important, and placing that in a smaller size like here will not make it visible. So just I'm going to press Shift M. Shift M is for Shape Builder tool, and with Shape Builder tool I'm just going to combine all these details here. So you can see there is tons of details. And once, okay, so sorry, I can simply just united it. That would make it the same thing here. I'm going to make it black for now. Let's Control C, Control F. That means copy paste in front. Then I'm going to just making a group here to see if this is going to look like a hook or not. So I'm not sure, but let's try. Again, I'm doing the same thing. Okay, so this is how it is looking. Okay, that is not really important. That is just a small details. So for this area, I'm going to just place some stars here. This is not really important, nothing related to this fishing design, but I just wanted to fill this area. Anyway, so making it a group, then selecting this one, I'm going to align it in the center position. That is fine. Then selecting this group, I am going to create that same offset path, maybe 10 pixel, but this time I will make it meter, not round. Then cut it. Then I am going to select this wings group. Okay, so this is just making the video longer. This is not really important. So here it is going to look like this. Anyway, so this is the design for it. Now I want to apply a new trick here, which I was just practicing some design and that I find. So in this area I am going to just do some tricks, which is going to be, I am going to select this text here. So as you can see on this fishing group, I applied these wings in the transparency. So now if I try to modify one of these characters like this, one of these letters like this, it is not going to change anything. It is going to keep the transparency here, and then whatever we placed in the transparency, that is going to be already activated for this one. So maybe like this, I'll make it down a little bit, so I can simply select this with my magic wand tool, sorry, with my direct selection tool to bring this down, and that is really cool. Okay, so let's not do that, sorry guys, that is not looking very good. So this much is good to me. Now the thing I wanted to do is colorizing the design. So let's say I am going to first of all select a base color for my this design, and which is going to be something like greenish color to represent the green environment for fishing or something like that. So this color will work for me just for now. So I am going to take a ellipse rectangle here, send it to the back. I am going to make it black. So this is how it is going to look. Let's lock it. Now here I am going to select everything, then I am going to make it a group so that I can, so that when I double click on it, I can just simply isolate everything here. So here I am going to apply this color to my this graphic, and as you can see there are tons of details in it. So how to apply that, I am going to select the plain graphics first. So I am going to make it this color, that is good. For this one here I am going to, so this part I am going to take a rectangle, send this to the back, make it this color. So I hope you will understand this part. So this is just a rectangle and this is the main graphic. I am going to select them both, and then I am going to press Ctrl M here for Shift M for shape builder, and then I am going to press Alt and click here. That will erase the outer part of my design, and you can see this is how I can simply colorize that graphic. So this is how it is looking. That part is looking good. There is a little problem, and that problem is here. You can see the thing we applied. So for fixing that, I am going to just select this one, then cut it. Then I need to select this group, and inside this group I am going to press Ctrl B here. So Ctrl B will paste that in the background, and it is going to be fixed. Okay, so sorry, that will be confusing. So for this one here, this shape here, I am going to first of all select this wings here. So inside the wings I will find this area, whatever we pasted here. I am going to just copy this, Ctrl C to copy. Then here I will come back from the transparency, then I am going to select this one here, this green shape, overall green shape, then open transparency, and then I will press Ctrl F here. So we just applied that same thing inside here and here, but this is the circle that is making the center visible. So you can see this is the text offset path which we applied to the wings. Now we applied to this centerpiece here, and that is hiding that part. So you can see this is how you can simply colorize a design. And now if you want, you can make it multiple colors. Like if I want, I can simply make my fish a different color, make my boat a different color. Let me show you. So this is my boat here. So if I select this boat, then Ctrl C, Ctrl B, then I am going to merge it and unite it. This is going to make it black, but I'm going to pick this color, and then from here I will use a darker shade for my board. So that is fine. I'm going to select this one, then Control C, Control B, again merge, unite. That will make it look like this. I'm going to make it this color, but for the fish I will use something like this. So this is how you can make it multiple colors if you want, and that is a way of colorizing your design, but that's not how I want it for this one. So let's just keep it all simple, all same color. Okay, so this is how it is looking. Now for this text I am going to apply some effect. So let's start with this one. So this is my grandpa text. This is the tricks I wanted to share. So let's copy this one, and now I am going to press Ctrl X, sorry, Shift X. Shift X will make it in a stroke mode, and I want to make it look like this. So this is fine. Now if I select this one, or if we do not select, that's not matter, press Ctrl B. Ctrl B will place the copied version in the background, and then open transparency. So we are inside this shape. Okay, let me change the color so that you can see it clearly. So I am selecting this shape here, this blue shape, then inside the transparency of it, here I am going to create a rectangle just like this, and then this is a rectangle. In this rectangle I will apply this gradient. So gradient is going to look like this. Don't worry, I'm just going to press G. G is for gradient annotator. I can now modify the gradient like this, and this is how it is looking. And for this one here, I am going to increase the black in this area, then I will increase the white from this area. So white will keep it blue, or whatever the original color is. Black is going to hide it, something like this. So this is how it is happening. Don't worry, just click here and you will see what is going on. So if I now select this blue color here and then pick any color of this design, so this is how it is going to look. So that is a cool looking effect for our text. And then for this fishing text, I am going to do that again. So you have to be a little careful here. So first step is select the original shape and then copy this. Once you have that in your clipboard or copied, now press Shift X, then make it 10 pixel or whatever pixel size fits your design. You can just make it that. I'm going to make it 10 pixel for now. So this 10 pixel version, this is done. We have nothing to do with this one. And now we have a copied version. I am going to press Ctrl B to paste it here. So this is the copied version. Now on this version, I am going to go inside the transparency here, and then here I will just create a rectangle just as big as your text is. And then on this rectangle, I am going to apply this gradient here. And in general, gradient applies like this from left to right, but I want to change the direction from up to bottom to up, just like this, so that it looks kind of like this. I want to keep this part. If I want to keep the top part, I can simply come from that area, and that is going to keep the top part, as you can see. So once you have this, click here and then double click to isolate the group. So you can see this is how it is going to be a cool looking text effect here, and that is fine. And this is the main design. This is the final design for it. I am going to select this one, then inside here. Okay, so we applied something to this wings here, which was the offset path of the star. So I'm going to create that same offset path, cut it. Now I need to select this green layer here, and inside that I am going to press Ctrl F, and that one I am going to make it black, and that's how it is going to keep the same effect here. So anyway guys, so this is the final design for it. I hope it was helpful to understand you the process of illustrating some elements in your design to make it related to your design, and of course for this text effect that we just used with gradient. Now I used to tell that do not use gradient in your design because gradient cannot be printed, but that's wrong, because nowadays most of the print on demand companies are using digital printing methods, so gradients are usable. So once you have a gradient like this will just basically make a transparent PNG, so they can simply print it. So don't worry about using this, and this is the newest way of colorizing this kind of design. So that's all for today's video. I hope it was helpful. See you in the next video, guys. Have a great time. Thank you, everyone.